haven't launched my app yet, but I'm already preparing for launch. Because I learned something important. Launching does not start on launch day. In this video, I will explain you what I do before the launch and why I wait with the launch. Most developers think building the app is the hardest part, but this is a big mistake. Maybe it is the same for you as it is for me. Coding is my hobby. I really enjoy it, and I could have launched my app a few months ago. But then, nobody would know that my app exists. I would have no users and therefore no feedback, and I would think my motivation would die at this point. I would not consider building more complicated stuff because is the return worth the invest? So what do I actually do to attract future users? First of all, I try to find the right target of my app. To do that, I ask myself these simple questions. What problem are my users struggling with? When would they use my app? And why would they choose it over everything else? For my expense tracker, Cashio, my answers were simple. People struggle to keep track of their money. The app has to be so simple that using it daily doesn't feel like work. And they would choose it because it focuses only on the essential features of an expense tracker. With that clarity, I can build better features. I can also communicate the value much more clearly. The next thing I worked on wasn't adding more features. It was building a landing page. Not to sell anything and not to overhype the app, but to give future users a clear overview. If someone hears about my app, I don't want them to feel confused. I want them to instantly understand. What does this app do? Who is it for? Why should I even care? The landing page is basically a simple explanation of the product. It shows the core ideas, the main features, and the problem it solves. And most importantly, it gives people the option to leave their email, so when the app finally launches, they get notified immediately. That way, I am not launching into silence. Even if it's just a small number of people on that list, it already feels different. Because now there are real people waiting, and that makes the launch feel real. I still don't know how the launch will go. Maybe only a few people will download it. Maybe I'll get feedback I don't like. And maybe I realize I need to improve a lot of things. But that's okay, because now I'm not just building features, I'm building momentum. I'm building clarity and I'm building an audience before I press publish. For me, preparing the launch isn't about making everything perfect. It's about making sure the launch actually means something. And when I finally release the app, I don't want it to feel like the end of a project. I want it to feel like the beginning of something real. If you're building something yourself, I'm curious. Are you already thinking about your launch? Or are you still focused only on the product? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to follow the journey of building and launching this app, you can subscribe and join me along the way. I share what works, what doesn't, and what I learned during the process. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.